at example 1. We have to take these two lines, graph them over here on this coordinate plane, and the solution is going to be where the two lines intersect. So let's take a look at this equation first. For line 1, we know that the slope, or the m value, is 2 because that's the number with the x. And we know that the b value, the y-intercept, is negative 3 because that's the number without the x. For line 2, when we look at the slope, we know that the m value, or the slope, is 1. And then the b value would be negative 1. So when we go to graph this green line first, we start with a b value of negative 3. So I'm going to go ahead and plot that point right here. From negative 3, since the slope is 2, that means we have to go up 2 and then to the right 1. So I'll put a dot there. And then we have to continue doing that until we fill up the graph. So I'll go up 2, right 1 again. And then once I get to the top, I'm going to go back down to the bottom and see if I can continue on. And I can. So I can go down 2 and left 1. So I'll put a dot right there. Since we filled up the whole entire graph, now we're going to go ahead and draw our line through the points. Let's take line 2. That b value starts at negative 1. So at negative 1, I'm going to put a dot there. And since the slope is 1, that means up 1, right 1, right there. Up 1, right 1, and so on and so forth until we fill up the whole entire graph. So go ahead and plot those ones on your notes. And when you're done plotting, you can go ahead and draw your line through. Okay, the solution to the system is where these two lines intersect. And here's where they intersect, right here. And so that ordered pair is the point 2, 1. So the solution to the system is 2, 1. Let's try again with example 2. So here's our two lines, y equals x plus 5 and y equals negative 4 minus x. Go ahead and pause the video and write the m value and the b value for both lines. Okay, for line 1, you should have had m value is 1 and b equals 5. And for line 2, you should have had m equals negative 4 and b equals 0. So when we plot our first line, we'll go up to a b value of 5, right there. And since the slope is 1, we go up 1, right 1, there. And then we have to continue the other way. So we'll go down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, so on and so forth until we fill the graph. When we put our line through, there's the first equation. For the second equation, it starts at b equals 0, so we'll put a dot there. And since the slope is negative 4, that means we're going to go down 4, right 1, which is right there. And then we also have to go up 4 and left 1, which is there. And since we can't put any more dots on the graph, we'll just go ahead and put our line through there. Here's where the two lines intersect, and so the solution to the system is that point, which is negative 1, 4. We can check our solution and make sure it's correct. We would plug in negative 1 for x and 4 for y into both equations and make sure that it's true. So with the first equation, negative 1 plus 5 is 4, so it works for that line. And in the second equation, negative 1 times negative 4 is 4. So we know we did that problem correctly.